everybody. Thanks for joining Wake Up Charlotte to Go. I'm Sarah Cruz alongside Ben Thompson. And we have two special guests today. I want to introduce you to Gordon Palmer, the principal at Alexandria Central High School, and Donna Reed. She's a business and marketing teacher and the organizer of this big surprise we're going to be talking about today. So basically, Principal Palmer, you were surprised with tickets to the Great Wolf Lodge, but Donna, you had this big surprise to pull off. You got the whole school involved. It was a fire drill. Tell us how this all unfolded.
Well, last week he and I had a conversation, and obviously, with education and teachers and principals and everyone, it's just a struggle right now. But I think that we forget that our main leaders are struggling as well. And he is really good about hiding his feelings and hiding what's going on with him. But last week, I stopped him and I said, "Are you okay?" And he kind of went, and I knew there was a little bit of struggle there that he would never, ever, ever let anybody know about. So we started Thursday afternoon and Friday morning, started kind of putting this together, and it was started out kind of small, and it just grew from there. It started out with just, we were going to get him a gift card, and we were going to get together last Friday evening, and we were going to give it to him for the football game, and everything was going to be great. And then we decided, well, we needed to include the students and the staff and everybody else, because Mr. Palmer tries to be at every single thing that we do at this school, whether it be a sporting event, music event, clubs, whatever. He's a supporter of all the students, of the whole faculty. So we decided it was just time to recognize him instead of him recognizing us all the time.
That's it. So the thing is, this was not just a gift card. I mean, like there was a whole thing around. I mean, there was a big old buildup. All right, Principal Palmer, tell us. I assume this was a big surprise. Explain how it happened. There was a drill that they were holding, and then explain what happened.
Yeah, I thought we were just having a normal fire drill. We go outside. Most of us, most of the time we go to the stadium. So I saw the band out practicing on the field. So I really didn't think anything of it. I guess they were just practicing. And so I go out to the fire drill and I see, everybody there, the band's there, the cheerleaders there. And our band director, Mr. Watkins, calls me to the 50-yard line. And I'm like, maybe he's going to have me dance or do something silly. No clue, had no idea what was about to happen. So they recognized me, which is, I'm used to recognizing everybody else and celebrating everybody else. So it was different. I was speechless for everyone to, show me the support, appreciation. And then to turn around and see my wife and kids there running up to me was really special. So Donna and this whole staff, the students, the community, they're awesome. She's a rock star. We've got an incredible school, and I was just blown away.
So, Principal Palmer, you started as principal in 2018. You have 3 small kids. We know how difficult this year has been for everyone, especially teachers. We are so grateful for everyone in the school system for what you guys do for all of our children. What was it like for you to kind of go through this year and then have this recognition? I mean, what did that feel like?
So the last year and a half have been challenging. There's been we've had to rethink just about everything that we do to make sure we've got a safe environment for kids, just to make sure that they're supported and we can educate them. And that takes an entire team. That takes all of our cafeteria staff had to rethink what they did, bus drivers, teachers, front office staff, administration, to support our students. So it's been challenging. And, as anyone who's in a leadership role, we want to be problem solvers and we want to take things on and solve problems. And the last year and a half has definitely presented itself with a number of problems to solve. So it has weighed heavy at times, and just to know that I've got the full support of everyone behind me, it felt great yesterday.
And Donna, tell us exactly. You referenced the fact that you had a conversation with him last week, and that he sort of just was like, what has made Mr. Palmer such a good principal over the last few years?
Well, he supports anything that we want to do. And I will tell you, I can come up with some really wacky ideas and he supports it, whether it might work or might not work. And the whole staff does too. And maybe, especially the last couple of years, if it's something that maybe we need to rethink, he has some great ideas. He helps us rethink what we need to do. I can't even, it's hard for me to even put it into words. Just the fact that he is away from his family with those little kids for so long during the school week. That was one of the things that just really, it kind of tears at me. I mean, my son's older, but when he was young, I haven't been in education long, but I was in a career that took me away from my son when he was his kid's age. And I know what it feels like to miss out on those things. I know what it feels like when the buck stops here. And just having that conversation with him last week, I could tell that there was just a lot of, is this ever going to end? So, and we all need to remember that the principals and the leadership in our schools, they've got a lot on them that we as teachers will never, ever know about. And, I think that's important to remember.
Donna, you're making me cry over here as a working mom with 2 little kids at home. It is such a struggle. I want to know too, like a lot of us will see someone and how are you doing? And it's so easy for people to just say, oh, I'm fine, and keep going. But I want to applaud you for noticing and saying, I want to do something to make someone else feel special. So what would you like to say to people watching? Maybe they notice someone else struggling, or they think, they deserve a little bit of recognition for everything that they have done. Why is that so important?
I think it's important for everyone to know, first of all, that their role and that their place on the team is not any less important than the leadership role or anybody else. And sometimes we just have to stop and recognize that from everyone, from what we might consider the lowest person on the totem pole. They are just as important as the leader and the person in charge. And you just have to stop and just pay attention. It's not all about you all the time. Just stop and pay attention, because somebody else may really be struggling. And maybe if there's something you can do to help them, do it.
So, Principal, you've got this gift card to Great Wolf Lodge. When are you going to actually take time and actually take your family and be able to go enjoy this?
Well, my wife and I sat down last night and we're planning this trip. Like Donna said, I've got 3 little kids. I've got an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 2-year-old, and they love Great Wolf Lodge. They absolutely love it. So they were just as excited as I was. In the near future, we'll plan our trip. We'll find some time to carve out and go there and have a good time. Don also got all my kids these little wolf stuffed animals, and they all slept with them last night. They're just pumped about it.
Awesome. Well, Principal Palmer, we are so happy for you. Thank you for everything that you do. Donna, you're an amazing woman. You're an inspiration to all of us to do good and to spread kindness. I love this so much. So I want to thank you guys for joining the live stream today. And I hope for everybody watching that they're encouraged to spread kindness as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.